Hello and welcome to More Yoga Fitness. My name is Kathy, and today we're doing a 35-minute Yoga Strong class with the option of using weights. Join me on your mat in seated easy pose, starting with our hands at heart center. Slowly drop your right ear to your right shoulder, chin to the chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to the chest. Again, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, and bring yourself into an upright neck and spine, chin to the chest. Lift your neck, chin to the chest. Open the neck as you reach your chin to the sky, chin to the chest, and open the neck. Back to a neutral spine, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. Back to the left shoulder, roll chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder, chin to the chest. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, twisting out high to the right. Sparking your fingers, spreading them apart. Inhale overhead, exhale, twisting out to the left side. Breathe in overhead. Exhale, hands come to the hips. Bringing our feet into butterfly pose. Go ahead and bring your chest down toward your thighs, allowing the crown of your head to drop down. Coming back to center, arms to a T, reach up diagonally. Exhale as you twist back and gaze over the opposite shoulder. Breathe in as you reach diagonally. Exhale, arms to a T. Go ahead and reach the other direction at a diagonal, and then twist as you gaze back. Breath in, reach diagonally. Exhale, arms to a T. Breathe in overhead and exhale as you fold forward once again in your butterfly legs. Chest drops closer to the earth with each out-breath. Walk your hands back in toward the center. We're going to plant our hand off to the side, reaching floor to ceiling and extending our right leg long, reaching toward the top of the mat. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, reach to the back of the mat. Inhale, sky. To the front, breathe in up. To the back, breath in up. Front, hold here. We're going to tuck our toes under as we come into Wild Thing. On my right leg, I'm flexing my right toes up toward the sky, digging my heel in. Lift your chest and your heart. Return back to the mat, and we'll switch sides. Starting in your butterfly pose. grounding through the right hand and extending your left leg long. Inhale as you reach to the sky. Exhale as you reach to the top of the mat. Breathe in sky. Exhale, reach to the back of the mat. Up, front, up, back, up, front, and hold. Tucking the toes under and lifting your chest and heart as you come into Wild Thing on side B. Turning the toes up toward the sky as you dig your left heel into the mat. Returning back to the mat. Nice job. We're going to come into seated easy pose here. Placing your hands on top of the thighs, fold forward. Shift your weight to the right. Forward, sway to the left. Again, forward, to the right. Fold, left, fold. Come up to a straight spine. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, fold forward and continue to reach. Sway to the right, forward, left, fold forward to the right, forward, to the left, and forward. To the right last time. Forward, left, fold forward, and come back up to a straight spine. Arms come out to a T. You have the opportunity to use weights if you'd like. We're going to draw those weights together at the chest and out to a T. Notice my knuckles are pointing down toward the floor. Continue with this movement, keeping your arms on an even plane with your shoulders. Pulsing up and down, remembering you always have the option to drop the weights. It's that added intensity if you desire. Bending in and out with a bicep curl, elbows stay the height of your shoulders. Turning the knuckles so they're up to the sky, the same movements moving in that level plane of your shoulders. Chest and out. Pulsing down and up. Tucking the arms under and extending out. Windshield wipers. Working our tricep. Opposite muscle of the bicep. Toning up those arms. Nice work. Setting aside your weights if you chose to use them. We're coming into tabletop here. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your tailbone, and find downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward to the outside of your right hand, raising up into crescent pose. Maybe taking your gaze up for a little balance element. Bringing your hands to the mat, finding lizard. Placing your hand on top of the knee, twisted lizard, gaze over the opposite shoulder. Hand down to the mat, press back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps to the outside of the left hand, crescent. Hands to the mat, lizard pose. Place your left hand on top of your knee. Take your gaze over that left shoulder in a twisted lizard. Hand to the mat, press back, downward facing dog. Step forward, right foot, crescent. Twist high, front to back. Spread your fingers apart. Maybe take your gaze to the back of your mat. Reaching forward, grounding through the left hand, coming into Chandrasana, half moon. Slowly rising up, stepping to the top of the mat, hands at prayer. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Draw your hands to your heart. Breathe in, mountain. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Heart center, mountain, fold, lift, fold, mountain, heart center, fold forward, step back and find downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, crescent pose. Twist high, squeezing your shoulder blades, spreading your fingers apart. Reaching forward and grounding through your right hand, lifting your back leg into Chandrasana, half moon. Slowly lifting up off the mat, stepping to the top of the mat, hands at prayer. Mountain. Fold. Lift. Forward fold. Mountain. Prayer. Mountain. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Prayer. Mountain. Fold, lift, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, prayer. Fold forward. Separate your feet 2 fist widths apart. Interlace opposite elbows. Create that picture frame and hang in ragdoll. I'm swaying side to side. Check in with your body here. Maybe close your eyes and breathe. Bring your hands to the mat. Rise up slowly into your mountain pose and draw your hands to your heart. Coming into our balance element of class. Taking our hand, finding the sole of the right foot. Use a strap if you need it. Single leg, hold here. Extend through the heel. Keep your spine straight. Slowly coming into variation B, bringing your leg out to the side and maybe bringing your opposite arm out to the side. Dropping your hand to your hip, bringing your foot back to the front. Release slowly. Great job. We're going to do that on side B. Left hand to the sole of the left foot. Extend through the heel. Draw your leg to the side. Extend your opposite arm. Hand comes to the hip as you draw your foot forward. Release the foot to the mat. From here, we're separating our feet as wide as we can in a straddle stance. Toes are turned to the top corners. Press your palms together overhead. Exhale, laterally bend. We're going to revolve around in a circle here, so keep bending. Turn your face toward your torso. Roll to the other side and come back up to tall. Other direction, lateral bend. Slowly turn your torso toward your legs. Open up to the other side and then come up tall. Other direction. Bend. Turn and twist. Open up, other side. Tall. Exhale, bend, other way. Forward fold as you twist around, open up on the other side, and reach up tall. Good job. Taking your weight, placing it at your chest. You don't have to use a weight and can just press your palms together at your chest. Twisting to the right. Elbow to elbow, straight line. Legs are in goddess. Wide stance, knees are above the ankles. Other direction. As you twist, your eyes follow the weight to encourage the entire torso to move. Other direction. Pause, other direction. And you're done. Reach for the earth and come to a straight spine. Drawing that weight just above your chest each time you come up tall. Good. Pulsing here, keeping that weight right at your chest. If you're not using a weight, your hands are at prayer at your chest. Elbow to elbow, straight line. Go a little deeper. hold here. We're going to get rid of the weight and come into a full goddess pose here and hold. Inhale as you straighten the legs and reach overhead. Interlace behind the back, lift your chest and heart, and fold just halfway, flat back. Lift your fist up away from your lower back. Press your sitting bones on an imaginary wall behind you. Release the hands to the mat. Ground through the left hand. Reach your right hand up. Reaching the hand behind the lower back, coming into a half bind. Bending into the opposite knee and straightening. Continue bending and straightening, each time increasing your range of motion by a deeper bend, keeping the knee tracking between your big toe and baby toe to protect the integrity of your knee joint. Pause and replace hands. Open up floor to ceiling. Tuck the hand behind the lower back. And we're bending and straightening the other knee. It's really important that your knee tracks over your big toe. Each time bending the knee just a little bit deeper to really open up your connective tissues. And we'll pause here, open up floor to ceiling, and bring your hand down to the earth. We're going to walk up to the top of our mat and come into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Hold it here in three-legged dog. Stepping the right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Coming forward into warrior three, lifting the back leg level with the earth, toes and kneecap to the floor, opening up into airplane, drawing the hands next to the hips, palms down. Reverting back to warrior three, stepping back into warrior one. Cartwheel the hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog, pause here. Stepping in through the hands, rising off the mat, warrior one. Coming into warrior three, lifting our back foot, toes and kneecap to the floor. Keep your ears between the biceps, opening up into airplane, bringing your hands next to your hips, palms down. Fingers are sparked. Reaching the hands overhead, ears between the bicep. Step back, warrior one. Step back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Draw the right knee to the right wrist, right ankle to the left wrist, and come into pigeon here, tall arms. Lift your chin. Drawing your hand behind and binding. I'm using both hands to come into a king pigeon here, but you can simply bind with one hand. Doesn't matter which one. Releasing. Tuck the toes and step back into downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, and we'll set the left leg up for our pigeon pose. Tall arms. Chin and chest lift. Finding a bind with hand to foot, with either one or both arms, reaching back. I'm doing king pigeon. Release. And we'll press back into downward facing dog. Come forward into high plank. Lower down low plank, but don't touch, just hover. Press up into high plank and back into down dog. Come forward, high plank. Shift forward, low plank and hold. Press up into high plank and back into downward facing dog. One more time. High plank. Low plank. And we'll release to the mat, cheek to one side. We're coming into bow pose here. Bring your heels to your glutes. Reach behind, lift everything but your belly button. Bring your big toes together, knees are out wide, and you're lifting your chest, your gaze. And slowly release down to the mat. Rolling over onto our backs, we're going to prepare here for bridge pose. Lifting up into your bridge, heels are directly below the knees. Interlace underneath the glutes. Lift your hip points toward the sky. I'm going to lift my right leg up just for a little added intensity in this bridge. Simply being supported by one leg and my shoulders. Crossing ankle over knee, releasing back to the mat and binding around the left shin. Coming into a reclined pigeon stretch. Release. Bridge pose. bringing the left leg up. Crossing ankle just above the knee, releasing to the mat, binding around the shin on the right, and reclining back as you enjoy this incredible hip stretch in reclined pigeon. Release. Lifting the hips up, preparing for shoulder stand. I'm supporting under the hips, lifting my heels above my hips. Point the toes. Allow your chin to round into your chest. Flex the feet. Continue to hold your shoulder stand. I'm taking plow as a variation, dropping my toes above the head. Slowly rolling and releasing out of plow, coming up into a variation of boat pose with your ankles crossed. Shins are level with the earth. Hold here. Uncross and recross. Continue to hold boat, an excellent way to engage your core. Release. Taking dragonfly with a wide stance. We're going to place our hands on our shins and simply fold forward. It's a little more tricky because you're not bracing yourself as you would normally be. Pressing up away from the mat, we're going to laterally bend here in our dragonfly legs, dropping ear to the kneecap. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side B. Release, come back to center. Coming into half happy baby seated. I'm going to move forward and back for a slight dynamic movement here. My right leg is my half happy baby leg. Let's release. And we'll do that same dynamic movement on the left. Drawing the knee back and forth. And release. Reclining onto our backs, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees splay out, one hand on heart, one hand on belly. Let's take a moment here to close our eyes and just breathe. Folding the legs together like a book. Keeping the arms out to a T, we're going to windshield wiper the knees over to the right, gaze to the left in a supine twist. Inhale, knees to the sky. Exhale, drop them to the left. Your gaze goes to the right. Inhale, come back to center. We'll draw our knees into the chest. Maybe rock slightly side to side, giving our low back a little love. We'll cross at the ankles, roll up into seated easy pose. We'll close our practice here with one final breath together, thumb knuckles at our heart. Inhale, thumb knuckles to the third eye. Exhale, bow forward, namaste. The divine light in me honors and respects the divine light in each of you.